It's a school that has not yet reached student capacity, but according to officials in the Wayzata School District, it's fast approaching that. All the development in Northwest Plymouth has the Wayzata School District thinking ahead. It's led to discussions of possibly expanding Central Middle School, even building a fourth middle school. Currently, the district is moving forward with plans to construct a new parking lot at Central Middle School. It would help eliminate some of the traffic backups on Vicksburg Lane that happened before and after school. The new parking lot would separate the buses from parents trying to drop off or pick up their children. The improvements are part of a bigger plan that includes resurfacing the school track and new baseball field irrigation. The Plymouth Planning Commission is recommending approval, and the City Council will vote on the plans April 23rd. Construction would start once school lets out. In Crystal, Discovery made a project more expensive than previously thought. The Winnetka Pond project that happened over the winter increased the depth of the pond to more than 6 feet, but some of the sediment removed from the pond turned out to be contaminated. That increased the price tag to get rid of the soil. The Bassett Creek Watershed and City of Crystal both contributed to the project. Well, Earth Day is Monday. Many people will spend the day planting trees and picking up trash. Another idea is recycling old electronics, perhaps collecting dust in your home. Employees at Device Pit Stop in Maple Grove are encouraging people to go through their old electronics and recycle them. As of right now, only 15 to 20% of consumer electronics are recycled. Tossing old electronics in the garbage can be harmful to the environment.
There's lots of different types of metals that are used on the motherboards and different parts that can really cause a lot of problem in our environment. It's hazardous to our water, our environment, animals.
Certain phones and tablets can be restored, and you may even receive money for them. For a list of locations on where you can drop off electronic items, head to our website, ccxmedia.org. At Perpich Center for the Arts and Education in Golden Valley, there's a program that connects students with professional artists. This has brought some big names to the school.
This is another one I did, Into Temptation, with Kristen Chenoweth and Jeremy Sisto, which was a lot of fun.
Xfinity might look familiar to you.
I get the opportunity to do Christmas Carol at the Guthrie, which is awesome, right?
He's worked as an actor and director at some of the best local and regional theaters throughout the Twin Cities. He's also been in movies you might recognize.
Don't beat yourself up trying to be something that you're not.
But his reason for being at the Perpich Center for the Arts is to help inspire the next generation of artists.
I love it when you're living your best lives, being exactly who you are in the time that you're in. Like, I love it. Your personalities, your individuality, all that, that's the seasoning on the chicken, man. I'm telling you, that's the thing.
Osseo graduated from Perpich and offers advice to students through the Common Experience program, which prepares students for life after graduation by listening and discussing the industry with accomplished professionals.
It gives them a small lens into their craft on a larger scale. 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 15 years down the road, what does that look like? And they get to ask real pointed questions about what it is that they're doing and are aspiring to do.
Their iron will sharpen your iron.
Everything from actors to dancers, painters, and sculptors. The program embraces artists from across the spectrum to help students find their own voice in their artwork.
Here at Perpich, we really push the individualism, we really push their identities and their belief systems about themselves and about what they're doing in their art area.
Maple Grove Senior High's music program has come up with a creative way to raise money this spring. Neil Persley explains what you can expect at an upcoming show.
Our music program in our school is just very good, and we expect a lot from our kids, and so when that happens, we oftentimes have things that are above and beyond.
Any parent of a child involved in a high school music program can attest that not all of their children's activities expenses are covered by their school.
So a lot of our expenses have to do with the fact that, yeah, we're a big program. We have a lot of kids, and we love to get more kids involved and engaged, and so we do oftentimes have to ask outside people for money.
That's where the professional dueling guitar duo of Pat Balder and Glenn Everhart, who are Song Blast, comes in.
Part of our Song Blast business strategy is to be involved in communities, doing fundraisers.
They're a high-energy, fun evening of entertainment who are donating their skills to raise money for the Maple Grove Music Boosters. It's part of what they do.
We raise funds during the show, and 100% of the monies that we raise goes to whatever organization we're working with.
But there's a personal interest here as well. Glenn used to teach elementary school music, and Pat...
I have a personal investment in this because my 3 kids went through Maple Grove. My oldest is now a music major at St. Olaf. My second is now at Notre Dame, and my third is a junior in the music program at Maple Grove.
The great thing is that every dollar we raise goes to us, and that's just, you know, that's how kind Pat and his partner are. That's just so genuine to give that much time and energy to us.
The evening promises to be one you won't soon forget.
Songs they know, old songs, new songs, performance. I mean, Pat and I are performers, you know, so sometimes they're listening, sometimes they're interacting, but they're always having fun.
From Maple Grove, Neil Persley, CCX News.
Song Blast will perform at the Maple Grove High School Theater Friday, April 26th at 7 p.m. For more information on this and other stories, visit our website, ccxmedia.org.
High school lacrosse teams across Minnesota are getting their season started. The Champlin Park girls traveled to Maple Grove to take on a Crimson team coming off a 14-win season. Early in the game, Maple Grove's Jersey Baranuk picks up the ground ball and passes to Phoebe Bachmeyer, and she scores just over a minute into the contest. From the free position, the Rebels' Cameron Mayer passes to Clara Johnson for the goal to get Champlin Park on the board. They're within 2-1. Later in the first half, Morgan Thielen with a nice pass to Katie Wheeler, and the Crimson Junior scores. Maple Grove leads it 3-1. In the final seconds of the first half, Chloe Corbin fights through traffic to get to the front of the net, and she shoots and scores. The Crimson go on to win it 9-5. In the boys' game between the same schools, first quarter, the Crimson's Parker Slotvie to Ian Slotsvie for the goal, and it's 1-0 Maple Grove. In the closing seconds of the first quarter, it's Parker Slotsvie, another assist, setting up Riley Casibo for the shot and goal. It's 2-0 Maple Grove after 1. Second quarter, Jaden Cruz passes to Josh Steinkopf, who rips a shot in from out high. Maple Grove leads it 4-0. Later in the second, Champlin Park gets on the board when Joseph Schmidtbauer bounces a shot in to make it 5-1. But the Rebels get no closer. Maple Grove rolls to an 11-2 win. The Osseo baseball team lost a pair of road games early last week before our snowstorm. The Orioles got back on the field for their home opener this week. New Osseo coach Joe Lavin leading the Orioles for the first time at home. The bottom of the first, Osseo's A.J. Valeri with the drive to the gap and a diving catch by Andover's Dylan Livgard. The strikeout by Osseo starter Walker Hultgren ends the Huskies' second. Hultgren works a no-hitter through 5. Top of the 6th, still scoreless. The Huskies with runners at first and second. Conrad Kish stabs the grounder and steps on third, ending the threat. In the top of the 7th, though, Andover catches the Orioles napping as Carson Waddell steals home to give the Huskies a 1-0 lead. In the bottom of the 7th, Osseo gets runners on second and third, but a groundout ends the game and Andover wins it 1-0. Wayzata's baseball team won its opener Tuesday. The Trojans are swinging for a return trip to state. If you go by returning varsity experience, the Wayzata baseball team doesn't have much. But in a large school program like theirs, it isn't that unusual.
Yeah, for sure. We don't care about graduating so many seniors as we do because we have another group coming right up, and this year's no exception. We're a great team. We love everybody here. So
we're not varsity experienced, but we're experienced together, I'd say. So in travel ball and Legion ball, we've gone on some good state runs and stuff. So we're looking forward to trying to make another playoff run this year with these guys.
We've been really senior heavy for the last 3 years. We'll be senior heavy again. And you know what I'm learning is we're a big school. We have talent. It's just whether they can perform in that moment.
The Trojans will build around talented veteran shortstop Keegan Nickel, one of the better players in the Lake Conference. Pitcher infielder Blake Ask is another key returner. The Trojans expect to have a solid pitching staff, and that's a good place to start.
Our pitching staff is great. We have several good pitchers that will be able to go. We got Blake Ask. He's definitely going to be one of the best starters out there for us. He pitches well almost every game, so that'll be good.
The Trojans have made 3 consecutive trips to the state tournament, including a championship in 2016. They hope to be in the hunt for another section title this spring.
Yeah, we focus one step at a time, game by game, but as the season goes on, I think we start to gain confidence, and as the section tournament rolls around, that's when we want to be playing our best baseball.
We've been very fortunate to make it to state 3 years in a row, and we're real proud of that. But we haven't changed our expectations. We haven't changed our goals. We're still looking at be competitive, get to the section final, and take it from there.
The names may be new, but Wayzata expects the success to continue. The Trojans are slated to face Maple Grove, Minnetonka, and Totino Grace in the week ahead. That's all for sports. More news in a moment.